Sure, thank you. Did the bill sponsor say sixth? Sixth. Sixth.
AML Bacon.
Oh, make it.
Do you want me to answer?
Sixth?
AML
Most
Bacon.
regulators say?
I did say I have heard sixth, but I also said we're reducing barriers in response to you and that we are trying to reduce the regulatory burdens on being able to do something.
Okay, I'm just going to make a note of sixth.
Rep. AML Bacon.
I'm sorry.
Rep. Brooks.
Thank you, Chair. I'm just going to make a note of sixth.
Okay.
I think that's, I want to make sure to, you might hear that again. Look, I'm going to start off with what might on the surface seem like a moment of frivolity. Perhaps it is, however, it will tie back into my overall comments that, there's the old saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. We do that a lot here, and I understand that, and I do not dismiss that, because sometimes it does take another chance through. However, in this particular case, when we're also hearing the old saying, from an old song, that you say tomato, the governor says tomato, so let's call the whole thing off. Because honestly, that's where we're going to end up. My colleague had mentioned it earlier that we already pretty much know the fate of this particular piece of policy because we've seen this story play out before. There are other things also mentioned by my colleague that we have other things that we need to be working on. We have, we're on a shot clock, folks. We're on a shot clock. 120 days includes weekends, it includes overnights, it includes everything. We are on a shot clock to do the people's work here, to get work done, to get work accomplished before the expiration of that shot clock, which will occur 11:59 on the 120th day. So are there some other things that we could, I won't say should, I will say should, but also we could be working on? And the answer is yes. This is not markedly different than the bill that was heard last year. The end of this has been foretold to not be markedly different than it was last year. So I would encourage that we keep that in mind. The bill sponsor asked, and I get it, let's argue the merits. That's where I disagree. I don't know at this point that the merits are worthy of another debate when we understand how this story ends. I doubt very seriously that we're going to come up with a no vote strong enough to be able to end the debate today, as referenced by my colleague as well. There'll be another vote, a second vote, on third reading. I would encourage us all, though, to remember back, to hearken back, and then to also keep our ears open about what we're hearing so that way we're able to make the most efficient use of our 120 days here. Thank you.